This is my Sony SCD-777ES CD Super Audio CD player. So it plays both CDs and SACDs. This is a unit that I used for many years, and it's probably time, I think, to let it go. I'm just not using it as much as I used to, but this is absolutely a gorgeous unit. It sounds amazing. It's my favorite CD player that I've ever owned. So I'm going to go over a few of the highlights. I'm unable to sort of demo it for you due to all the copyright constraints, but I can sort of show you how it works and the cool features that you get with this CD player. So we'll start with the top here. Looks like there are 8 screws that hold it on. It is a solid piece of aluminum, just like you sort of see on the side there. And the lid, in most cases, would be, have a thin piece of metal covering some plastic. This is a solid piece of milled out aluminum. And underneath that, the bracket that holds the door on is also a solid piece of aluminum that's been milled out to take the 2 screws that hold the lid on. So I'll go ahead and turn it on. You will need this or the unit won't work. For many years you couldn't buy that weight, but it looks like somebody out there has been creating reproductions. So there were a lot of these units that that weight was lost, and I guess you'd call it a clamp, but the clamp was lost and the unit was basically worthless because you couldn't use it. The weight, I think, is important, and also the shape of the clamp, because the mechanism comes in and grips that sort of hourglass shape and it allows the CD to play. So being that there are weight clamps being made, that's nice, because a lot of these units were sort of out of commission. So anyway, I'll go ahead and turn it on. I have the remote as well, but the remote doesn't have a power button, so you always have to turn the unit on by hand, and then you can control the rest of the functions with the remote. So I'll go ahead and, as you can see on the screen, there's no stabilizer, so the unit won't play. I'll go ahead and now show you the very cool door mechanism and how it works. Slides very smoothly. It's got sort of a mechanical sound to it, but top quality stuff. I mean, Sony doesn't make things like this anymore, as I'm sure you all out there that are watching this are aware. If they do, it's very limited run. There were actually a lot of these units made. They were very expensive, but there's a good number out there, and if you are patient, you will find a good example. So I'll just go ahead and put a CD on it, actually, a Jeff Buckley SACD. And I will let it queue up, and you can sort of see what the display looks like. Put the clamp on, and you can either just hit play, or you can close it and then hit play. I'll use the remote just to show you it works. Loading. Okay, and it's actually going to read this as an SACD, because this is indeed an SACD. It has 2 layers. It also has a CD layer and the SACD layer. Alright, so you can see on the display we've got Super Audio CD. The album is Grace, and we're not playing, so we'll go ahead and hit play. Okay, it looks like the remote needs a new battery, but here we go. Play that. On a lot of CDs you will get the text file to display on the screen, and it will give you the track name. So now it's playing. And in this mode you can hear a little bit of the noise of the CD being read, of the disc being read. Clearly it's not going to affect your noise floor or anything like that, but it is an audible whirring sound. You go through the tracks here, and you can just sort of see that it has no problem queuing up tracks. This unit weighs, I think, just around 50 pounds, maybe slightly more. The unit I have has been serviced and had, I think, almost every capacitor replaced with a higher end version. I bought the unit like that, so I can't tell you if there was any kind of sonic benefit from doing all that work. I just know that the previous owner put in almost $1,000 into having these modifications made. So clearly, just as a stock unit, this is top of the line stuff. If I took apart and showed you inside the cover, you would see just the quality and the amount of work that went into this unit. These were manufactured, I think, beginning in 1999 and for a few years after that. And while nowadays I think DACs have come a long way in terms of the quality of this player, it still is incredible. It sounds incredible. Go ahead and stop it, and we will eject the disc. Remove the weight. It has felt on the bottom of it, so we can go ahead and put that on the top of the unit without causing any damage. We'll put that back on so we don't lose it. Of course, if this sells, I will remove that so it doesn't get loose in there and cause any kind of trouble in shipping. So we'll close that. Now it should read that there's no disc. As you can see, it does. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the unit and replace the batteries in my remote, and this unit's ready for its next owner. Thank you.